Welcome to Secrets of a Bridal Seamstress podcast, where we hear stories from fellow seamstresses just like you. We're able to share their success stories. We learn from wedding industry pros for the best business tips, and we get to hear from fellow sewists and crafters to hopefully inspire our creativity and our love for sewing. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you're a bridal seamstress, I'd also like to invite you to check out our Bridal Seamstress business membership. We have a community of women that can testify to the power of genuine connection, friendship, vulnerability, the power of our six-figure seamstress method, and a genuine connection found in a business mentorship like this. All right, let's dive into the episode. Hey friends, welcome back to another Six Figure Friday Shorty episode. I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm really excited about this topic to hopefully simplify your pre-booking season, especially if you don't have a CRM that's working for you at the moment. Maybe you don't have the time or the money, the energy to invest in an automated system that really simplifies all of your inquiries that come through. If you do want to take that step and move into a CRM, I have a link in the show notes if you'd like to use a special discount code and check out Dubsado, which is what a lot of our members in SBS are using as their CRM. And if you want to check out what that's like, click the link in the show notes and that will take you directly to Dubsado and to a special discount code from me. However, if you're like, I'm not there yet, I need something free and even more importantly, easy to just start using and simplify this pre-booking season for myself. And I hear this so often because if I'm working with a woman in a one-on-one coaching call, or if she's sharing within our membership and she's feeling overwhelmed because there's so many different ways for these inquiries to come through. She's like, I can't keep up. I feel like I'm missing things and I don't know, but I don't have the time to invest in setting up a CRM right now. I just want to make it simple. I totally hear you, and here are a few free tips that you can implement immediately in your business to simplify the inquiry process. Okay, number one, think of one space where you are accepting questions and inquiries from clients. And you're like, one, I have like seven. And I bet you do have seven if you're feeling that overwhelmed feeling. So you might say that clients can reach out to you via Instagram because you're posting on Instagram and you're saying, here's information about alterations. If you have any questions or if you'd like to book with me, my DMs are open, right? That is a great thing to include on all of your posts. I think we should be including a call to action on our social media posts, whether it's Facebook or on Instagram. If you are a TikTok user, hats off to you because that's just impressive to me in itself. But I'm sure you have, a call to action, like reach out to our DMs and send me your questions, whatever. Well, those are three separate platforms that you're going to be receiving messages from and keeping track of. And if your clients are going to be sending you not just, you know, a question, is this date available, but they're going to start delving into their alteration needs. They might be sending photos. It can be really overwhelming to stay on top of all of that information. And then you're going to add to it that you have an email that you're posting somewhere on the interwebs that people can email you. A lot of times our referring bridal stores will include our email address as a point of contact. So now you have to keep track of email inquiries. And then if you have a website and you have inquiries coming through with a contact form, of course, that's another thing to keep on top of or to keep track of. And so now we already have 5 points of contact, and that's a lot. Oh, don't forget your phone number, okay? Because if your phone number is floating around, maybe you have your phone number listed on your Instagram bio, or it's on the preferred seamstress list for your local bridal stores. Maybe it's listed on your website. Now you have people calling you and texting you, and so that's what, like 8 points of contact, or seven? I don't know. I lost count. There's a lot. And so no wonder you're feeling overwhelmed because that is a lot of different spaces that's holding really important information. And if you skip scanning one of these spaces where you're holding info, you're going to miss out on a client, you're going to drop the ball, and it is a lot of pressure to put on yourself. So this one free tip, whether or not you have a CRM, is to have one point of contact for clients to give you their information about their wedding. I would strongly suggest that you have a contact form on your website if you don't already have that. You can include as much information as you want on this contact form. So you could have them list everything from like their wedding date to their the designer of their outfit, what they're hoping to look for in alterations, where did they hear about you from, and then you can have them upload photos. So you can gather so much information on this one form that lives on your website. What if you don't have a website? Well, I'm so glad that you asked. Have it be an email. Just have in your inbox, create a folder for inquiring brides. And every time you get an inquiry, you tag that email, a bridal inquiry 2026. And so now you're just like forwarding all of these emails into that one folder, and it's in one easy, clean spot. So you just open your inbox, click on that folder, and it's all there in one tidy folder, okay? Not floating around in 7 different spots. Now, what happens if these clients are contacting you because they don't know that you're trying to keep all of your information in one spot? So they're going to keep reaching out to your DMs. They might keep texting you if your number is in public for the world to see. They might send you those, Facebook messages. And I get it. I will say that I definitely encourage my clients to contact me through my DMs. Like, DMs are open, send me your questions. And when they do, I immediately say, I'm so excited to learn more about your wedding date. Could you please fill out an inquiry form on my website? And then I'm going to keep my eyes open and look for your name to pop through as an inquiry. So, what that does, obviously, I make that initial point of contact. I'm warm, I'm very excited with them. What I'm not doing is saying, you need to go to my website. What are you doing here? Right? I'm very inviting, but I'm also giving them just a clear step of what to do next, which really is what they want. So you don't need to tell them, okay, here's your quote, here's when I'm available, this is when we'll start fittings. They don't really need all of that. What they want is to be seen and heard and hear back from you. So, what I used to do is I would be like, oh gosh, I don't have it in me to like go back and forth with these people. So I would just kind of ignore the messages, which did not help anybody, right? Now I open up the messages and just send a copy and pasted reply. It's not an auto reply because I don't want an auto reply set up in my social media because a lot of times it's just like my friends messaging me. So I don't want to have an auto reply. Anyway, that's my own personal preference. But I just have a little copy and pasted message that, please head to the website. I'm so excited to learn more about your outfit. I can't wait to hear about your wedding day or whatever. And then everything is being just filtered over to my website, and I don't have to worry about keeping on top of messages or text messages or phone calls or emails. It's all in one spot. And you can do the same thing. So say if you don't even have a website yet at this point, but you do have an email address, that's great. So you can respond to these DMs and say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. Da, da, da. Here's my email address. Can you do me a favor and send me the following information in an email? Your wedding date, what you're hoping to get done through alterations. Please include a photo or two. And I don't know, whatever other information you want to know from your client. And then they're taking that extra step and filling out the email the way you wanted them to, and then all of your information is in one tidy inbox. And then you're going to take the extra step and you're going to label that email so it's in one tidy folder. And this is free. This is a totally free way of doing things. Now, if you're saying, okay, there's going to be some people that like they won't send me the email, like they're not going to take the extra step. Sure, that's going to happen. I mean, I'm trying to think of how many clients I can remember that didn't fill out an inquiry form after I sent them to my website. I can't really remember many, like if any. If somebody is like, oh, forget that, I'm not filling out an email for her, like you probably don't want to work with that person anyway, right? So just giving them one extra step is totally appropriate. And then you can respond to them like 8 a.m. the next morning, or if it's during the workday, you can respond to them during the workday. And you can also let them know, be honest, like this is what helps me stay organized. And I want to make sure I don't lose your inquiry or your information. So I really appreciate this extra step that you're taking with me to make sure that I don't miss your email or that I don't miss your wedding date or whatever. See what I'm saying? So whenever we are speaking to clients, we want to make sure that like our best interest is their best interest and that we're doing this to simplify both of our lives. So I hope this helps you. It's like a little quick tip that you can implement without a website without a CRM. It's free, and hopefully it will just simplify your life. And I wonder how you're going to feel a couple months from now when you have all of your interested potential clients in one email or in one folder, as opposed to having to search through Instagram and your Facebook Messenger and your TikToks and your whatever text messages or whatever. You don't need to control how they're contacting you, but you can add boundaries and add some parameters on how you are collecting that information so that you just allow a little extra brain space for other stuff that might matter more. Okay. I hope this helps you. Let me know if you start implementing this. Send me a DM. My DMs are open if you would like to tell me how this is going for you. And I won't send you to, my website because you're not an inquiring bride. So I would love to actually have a conversation with you on the DMs. And like I said before, if you are interested in taking that next step and investing in a super quality and efficient CRM, you can check out Dubsado, and I have that link included in our show notes. And once you try Dubsado, it's like really hard going back. Now it's like I kind of can't imagine life before Dubsado because it has just saved me so much time. But before I was ready to take that leap, these are the steps that I took for myself to just keep myself sane. I started with the email collection first. Then, when I had a website, I started just sending all inquiries to that intake form on the website. And that's how I kept track of everything. We do the best with what we can afford and what we have the capacity for in the moment. And then when we have the capacity and resources to invest further to even simplify even more our businesses and make things even easier for us, we do that when we have time. But if not, these are quick and free solutions for you. So let me know if they help, and I'll see you Tuesday. Thanks, guys.